This morning, we will know more about the future of head football coach Urban Meyer. The Ohio State University Board will meet this morning. They will discuss the findings of the investigation and how much Meyer knew about allegations of domestic violence against a former assistant coach. Austin Love is live in Columbus this morning. Austin, we know the buzz will be building on campus later this morning. Bring us up to date where we are.
John, it's been 22 days since Coach Urban Meyer was placed on paid administrative leave here at the university, or at Ohio State University. Today, we'll learn more about his future, but it's his past that's under the microscope here in Columbus.
There's a lot of history between Zach Smith and Urban Meyer. Smith first started working for Urban Meyer in 2007 at the University of Florida. 2 years later, in 2009, Smith was charged with felonious assault against a pregnant person. According to police, his wife Courtney said Zach came home drunk from a party hosted by Urban Meyer. She says that her husband grabbed her by the shirt and threw her. Courtney Smith told former ESPN writer Brett McMurphy that Earl Bruce, Zach Meyer's grandfather and former OSU coach, and Zach's mother asked her to drop the charges. She did. Meyer admits that he knew about that situation. Then, in 2011, Meyer is named head football coach at Ohio State. He hires Zach Smith to be his receivers coach. In 2015, Courtney Smith calls police saying that Zach shoved her against a wall and put his hands around her neck in front of their daughter. No charges were filed, and the couple divorced. May 2018, Powell police charged Smith with criminal trespassing, and according to Brett McMurphy, Courtney Smith takes out a civil domestic order against him. Then July 23rd, Zach Smith is fired. The next day, Urban Meyer is asked about the previous domestic violence allegations against Smith, specifically the 2015 incident. Meyer's answer:
I was never told about anything. Anything came to light. I never had a conversation about it.
August 1st, Brett McMurphy drops his bombshell story on Facebook and includes photos of Courtney Smith's injuries from 2015 and text messages between Urban Meyer's wife Shelley and Courtney Smith about the abuse. Later that day, Urban Meyer is put on paid administrative leave.